I think Canelo's gonna put his foot on the gas pedal in a way that we haven't seen him do in an extremely long time.
I agree.
And I think that he has the ability to.
Two of boxing's biggest stars are set to collide as Canelo Alvarez is preparing to face Terence "Bud" Crawford in a highly anticipated matchup that has fans buzzing. Canelo is training intensely to meet one of the sport's most skilled fighters, knowing this battle is for legacy along with victory. Crawford comes off a career-best performance, displaying speed, precision, and power, while Canelo continues proving his dominance across multiple weight classes. With immense pressure surrounding them, the winner could secure a place among boxing's greats of this era.
This fight is who has the most left in the tank. Dang, because they both.
Yeah, whatever they got, they're gonna empty for sure. Like this is
that's
that type of
what we
fight.
know.
Every little detail, any little mistake is gonna cost. Like, because these are two guys that can capitalize on anything like that.
First and foremost, in the camp, Canelo Alvarez is carefully preparing his defense, knowing how crucial it will be for the fight. He concentrates on remaining vigilant, dodging blows, and defending himself while remaining prepared to strike back. In addition, he is also practicing cutting the ring and learning how to control space when facing a quick opponent. In order to corner his opponent when necessary, he practices angles and posture with purposeful motions. He aims to gain an advantage with each step, becoming more nimble, intelligent, and self-assured for battle night. Furthermore, working on pads and mitts with his trainer, Canelo is sharpening his timing and accuracy. With the natural flow of punches, slips, and counters, every session feels like a dialogue without words. By using feints and pressuring him to react quickly and make crisp combinations, his trainer puts him to the test. Canelo relies on reading motions, increasing distance, and increasing speed while minimizing energy waste. The room reverberates with the sound of punches snapping on the mitts, maintaining a regulated yet fierce intensity. When fight night arrives, this work helps him polish his reflexes and ensure that every shot connects with intention. The most important news from the training is Canelo's camp recently brought in Jaron "Boots" Ennis, adding fresh energy to his training. Ennis, who is famous for his quickness and smooth technique, forces him to stay alert and adapt fast. During their courteous and intensive sessions, they both learn from each other's timing and body language. Canelo accepts the challenge because he knows that training with a fighter like Ennis helps him get ready for Crawford's unexpected style. Focus is high in the gym as they practice responses and trade skills.
Getting this kind of sparring is a massive deal for Canelo. It's going to give him probably the best look you could get for Terence "Bud" Crawford outside of sparring Terence "Bud" Crawford. I can't understate how important even just a couple of days working with Jaron "Boots" Ennis is going to be for Canelo, just to see a bit of the tempo, a bit of that switching of stance, because let's be honest, there's not many guys that Canelo has fought that have fought out of both stances and done it as fluidly as Boots Ennis or as Bud Crawford will do in there.
Moreover, inside the camp, Canelo uses the heavy bag with purpose, with each strike delivering weight and accuracy. He visualizes Crawford in front of him as he concentrates on refining his combos and feels the force in each blow. His punching beat, which combines strength and speed, reverberates throughout the gym. He tries body shots, head movements, and angles while dripping sweat. Canelo maintains control while the bag wobbles, honing his timing and conditioning. For the actual battle, this practice increases strength, stamina, and concentration. Most importantly, Canelo's team is also fully committed to him, teaching him with patience and precision to be flawless for fight night. They pay close attention to details, helping him refine every weapon in his toolbox. Their hands-on method of instruction ensures that nothing is missed by rectifying, modifying, and improving. Canelo strengthens his talent, confidence, and comprehension of the subtleties of each move under their tutelage. Because of the team's commitment, he is both very well prepared for the big night, with all elements of his fighting strategy precise. Additionally, while preparing for this huge contest, strength and conditioning push Canelo beyond his comfort zone. He works hard at resistance training, explosive lifts, and core exercises because he understands that every bit of strength counts against Crawford. The endurance drills, which include medicine ball tosses, banded workouts, and sprints, test his ability to sustain power over extended periods of time. Every movement focuses on explosiveness, recuperation, and balance. Although the exercises are demanding, Canelo remains determined, seeing himself becoming better with each repetition. All that matters is feeling prepared to put in a full 12 rounds. Moving forward, don't be surprised if Canelo adds another victory to his name against Bud Crawford. He's preparing with focus and precision, aiming for total dominance in the ring. Every detail of his approach is sharpened, giving him the tools to control the fight. Crawford will need a brilliant plan to match his opponent's preparation, because if he doesn't, Canelo has the skill, experience, and confidence to take over. On fight night, it could be a masterclass in strategy and power, showing why he remains one of boxing's elite. Besides, sparring is where training becomes most real. With partners who imitate Crawford's approach, Canelo fills in, making Crawford adapt, think, and act under hardship. His defense, footwork, and counterpunching are put to the test in each round. He trains on maintaining composure in the midst of chaos while practicing sliding shots, laying traps, and landing perfect counters. The ring is filled with the sounds of shuffling feet and cracking gloves. His battle IQ increases with each sparring session, boosting his confidence for when the lights go on. The host of Wade Concept, Wade Plemons, also marked it as an outstanding strategy from Canelo. He said he is looking to dominate the fight, which is why he is exactly replicating the things needed for success. He went on to say that it is easy to see how strong Canelo's mindset is going into the contest. Wade also pointed out the striking resemblances between the two boxers, claiming that their styles are nearly identical. For him, therefore, opposing Jaron is the ideal winning tactics.
This is a message that Canelo is looking to replicate exactly what Terence Crawford has in his arsenal, has in his tool set, because everybody has wanted to see the Boots Ennis versus Terence Crawford fight because it's a stylistic matchup That is very interesting. Both guys fight out of both stances. That's right. Boots will fight out of southpaw and orthodox. Both guys are very good using their defense to create offense.
Going ahead, let's also have a look at what elite boxing minds are thinking about this contest. First of all, Al Bernstein, the respected boxing analyst and commentator, recently shared his thoughts on this fight. He commended both boxers for their extraordinary skills and their desire to win. He did note, though, that Canelo will be under more pressure coming into this fight. Bernstein thinks that particularly at this point in his career, Canelo will not want to lose to an older opponent. As his career nears its end, he points out his legacy might be severely harmed by a defeat against Bud Crawford.
Terence Crawford's no spring chicken. You know, he's in his late 30s. He's toward the end of his career. So you're not, you know, you would be losing to, you know, a man that's older as well. I think there's more pressure on Canelo in this fight. Definitely. It's kind of a, you know, Crawford is playing with house money a little bit.
As the main headline of today, Antonio Tarver, the former light heavyweight champion, has shared a stern warning for Crawford ahead of his mega fight against Canelo. He stated that Crawford cannot win against Canelo on points. Tarver argues that he must aim for a knockout if he hopes to win and solidify his status as one of the sport's top fighters. The greatest chance for Crawford to win is to knock Canelo out. In any other case, he thinks it will be very hard for Bud to defeat such a strong opponent.
Can Crawford win a close decision? I don't think so. I don't know. Canelo is Canelo. You feel me? So now that could be a situation or issue. If Crawford win 8-4, they say it's a draw, or they give it to Canelo. You know, so in the back of my mind.
Furthermore, Michael Jai White predicted Crawford to defeat Canelo. He stressed that his superior movement and speed are the main things that give him an advantage. Canelo is a natural in the weight class, but White believes Crawford can handle the challenge and win. He also compared the fight to the Mayweather versus Canelo match, implying that it will be a skillful and strategic battle. According to White's analysis, Crawford can maintain control of the battle and win in the end.
Why do you think Crawford's going to beat him?
Because Crawford could find people to fight like Canelo, who's amazing. Canelo has just, he's, oh my God, like his he evolved. I saw from, I mean, how he evolved defensively and everything. I just don't think he's as fast as Crawford. And I think Crawford is just a little step ahead as far as movement is concerned. And so I think it's going to be Mayweather Canelo Part 2. That's what I think.
Furthermore, Abel Sanchez predicted Canelo to win this fight, though he acknowledged that both fighters are highly skilled and either has the potential to claim victory. On September 13th, Canelo will probably be too strong for Crawford, he said, citing his size advantage and indisputable strength. Sanchez described the matchup as an amazing one for boxing fans, noting that fights of this magnitude don't happen often and promise an absolutely fiery show. In his opinion, Canelo will ultimately raise his hand as the winner on that highly anticipated night.
You got Terence is going to be getting hit by a truck. That's a big, strong guy that anywhere he hits you, he's going to damage you, and not only zap you in strength, but damage your physique. I think it's a difficult fight. I hope it's a good fight. The public, I think, is looking towards a great fight. I hope it's a good fight for the public, but I see Canelo winning.
Brian Norman Sr. said he is fully backing Terence Crawford and always will. He called Crawford his guy and made it clear he is Team Crawford all the way. He praised Crawford not just as a great fighter, but also as someone who sets a good example. Norman said this is Crawford's era and everything about him is solid. He also mentioned how Crawford supports his children and trains with them, showing a side of him not many boxers reveal. He respects that Crawford stays out of trouble and away from negative headlines. When asked for a prediction, Norman said Crawford will win by decision.
I'm always going with my dog Crawford, man. I'm with Crawford, man. I'm Crawford, I'm Team Crawford all the way. And I'm not just saying that, you know, for no other reason. I just think he's a great fighter. This is his era right now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. He's a very great role model.
Yeah. But man, everything about Crawford is solid so far, so I'm going with Crawford.
Yeah, you know, you see these videos that he drops of him, you know, and his kids training and stuff like that. And, you know, you don't see a lot of boxers do that.
I'm with all of that. I'm with all of that. He ain't out here being negative. He ain't out here in the, you know what I'm saying, in the news, you know what I'm saying, giving bullshit. Like, it's all good right now.
If you could give us a prediction for that fight, Crawford versus Canelo.
As we talk more about this mega fight, let's also see how Terence Crawford is preparing in the training camp. He is also locked in on the challenge ahead, preparing with full focus for his next big clash. He encourages himself every day to get sharper, faster, and more accurate because he feels that even the smallest improvement might have a big impact on fight night. His preparation is also based on discipline and consistency, which guarantees that he will be at his best when he steps into the ring. Everything he does has a distinct purpose, motivated by the desire to give it his all. Furthermore, Crawford uses his knowledge to direct his preparation, approaching it with assurance. By refining his abilities, he also makes sure his timing, movement, and reactions are as precise as possible. As he builds up, he develops momentum towards a performance that showcases his devotion. Additionally, fans can feel the intensity surrounding him, knowing he thrives on big stages and against tough competition. This is his time to make a strong statement about his status as one of boxing's elite. He is preparing to give a performance deserving of the moment when the bell finally sounds, influenced by focus and resolve.
Listen, I get a lot of texts asking how I'm doing, how camp is going, so I figured I could just put it up in one post. So I'm in the mountains. This dude's about to beat the brakes off Canelo and be the greatest boxer of all time, and I get to play a part in it. All is well, truly well. We good. I'm good. I'm real good.
In short, as anticipation grows, the boxing community is humming and counting down the days. They are eager to watch the fight play out. Everyone has their own preferences, each with good reasons, and excitement increases with each new release. While Crawford's followers believe he will outsmart Canelo with his speed and movement, Canelo's supporters want him to dominate and display his famed power and accuracy. Fans are riveted to every story and highlight as the competition feeds arguments and forecasts. The stage is set for an exciting battle of tactics and style. In the end, who do you think will come out on top when Canelo Alvarez faces Terence Crawford? Will Canelo's intense preparation and sharp game plan give him the edge? Or will Crawford's technical skill and adaptability prove too much to overcome? Fans everywhere are excited to watch who will solidify their legacy, since this fight has all the makings of a classic. Please leave your comments and predictions below. For more bout analysis, please like, share, and subscribe. Who would you like to see winning on Fight Night?